And then judgmental. Judgmental means, say someone does something and you immediately judge them. Right? For example, say you're on a boat, 6 people, and somebody says, hey, let's not shake the boat too much because it might take some water in from one side, and then we'll have to throw the water out. Okay, so everyone becomes a little bit careful, right? And just then somebody decides to say, oh, and he picks up a glass of water from the sea. And this other person says, hey, why are you doing that? He just said, don't drink water on the boat. And they get immediately judgmental by saying, you broke the rule, and they want to tell that person off. They want to make them feel small. That's being judgmental. I judge them to be doing wrong. And the guy says, hang on, wait, we need this because this rope over here is too dry. I need to wet it so I can make it a tighter, more friction knot. Otherwise, the dry rope just runs off, but the wet rope doesn't. Right? Okay. Then, yeah, I didn't realize. Then they apologize once the person explains. But they already judged, and it changes the mood of everybody in the boat.
Yes.
Okay. So this is a simplistic example. But judging people are judging other people to feel good. You did wrong. I'm better. See, I am better than you. I always felt less than you, but today I felt better than you because I just found out you broke a rule. That's why judgmental people judge other people.
So judgmental people judge other people.
To make themselves feel better when they are not actually better, perhaps. See, what should a more elevated person do? They should say, if this person's better than me in these 3 areas, good, I'm so happy. I'm better than them in this other area. That's fine. I'm not even better than them in any area. That's fine. I am who I am. You are who you are. My goal is to become a better person in the long run. And as long as I keep doing that thing, I'm happy with who I am. I accept reality, and whatever someone has earned fairly, they deserve, because when I earn fairly, I deserve that. I want that. I do not want to look and feel better than you when I haven't earned it. Okay. An elevated person is there, but a non-elevated person thinking, I want to talk to that girl, and you're always looking better than me, right? You are always more smooth, or you talk more, or you have the nice jokes, and I don't. So today I found out that you made a mistake, and I want to make her know that you made the mistake, so maybe she'll like me. So judgmental person is trying to make themselves feel better or gain something selfishly at an inappropriate cost. So these are all examples of being judgmental.
And Sandeep, I will agree to that I have at times been judgmental about people too. Yeah.
So we all are, because there's no way to rise above being judgmental without going through that marsh. See, the people that are non-judgmental, they're like on a peak, right? You can say they're on some high ground, and the high ground for being non-judgmental is always surrounded by a marsh of judgment. So if you're in the marsh of judgment, good for you, because before that you were in the ocean swimming. You were in a worse place. Congratulations. Now you've reached the marsh of judgment. Cross it, you'll be on nice dry land. Okay? So don't just say, oh my God. No. We are happy that you're here watching us because it means you want to learn and you want to get ownership. Yeah? All right, there's more. Another concept that has to be understood. Real conversations between people. Something real, like I have an issue with someone, or I have some problem to discuss, or I have a misunderstanding about a situation. Real conversations have to be slow. Don't try to speed them up.
How would you do that?
So most people try to speed them up, is what I mean. Okay, real conversation happen at a slow pace. Meaning what? Meaning that when you say something about the issue that you want addressed, and the other person, say, doesn't take it slow. So you go, oh, not me, and they judge right away, or they react.
Okay.
Right? Or they pretend to be angry. Right? So then you have to calm down. And now you say, I'm sorry. I think that may not have come across right. Or I don't think you understood what I truly meant. I'm not trying to judge you. Right? Let me first explain my situation before you react. And they try to say the same thing again without moving forward and reacting to their reaction. A slower moving conversation is I make a point, the other person reacts badly, and this person, if he reacts to that reaction, then he moved forward in the conversation and reacted badly, or reacted, and then this person reacted to the reaction saying, you never hear me, and the conversation went Whereas real conversations are like this. I made a point and you reacted and I didn't react to that reaction because I can see you didn't understand me. So I go back to my place and I say, I'm going to have to say that differently if you don't mind. And you keep the conversation pace slow. You don't not go to the next step until the first step has been comprehended. Slow conversation. Your goal in life, whenever it's a real conversation, is to keep it slow because you want progress. You don't want reaction in the ocean. You want to take slowly here. And the only way for real conversations to get to your true destination where everybody's happy and things work out, or there's some agreement to agree or agreement to disagree. They're all good goals. They have to happen slowly. And whenever someone speeds it up, take a break, try to repeat. Do not go to the next step of reacting to their reaction. Just all meaningful conversations have to be slow. Like me talking now. Okay. So understand that. Okay. Then they have to be also sensitive to other people's ego to some extent, but not entirely. You can hurt a little bit, but as long as it's slow and it's intended. Okay. And even if you hurt the other person's ego because, their ego might get hurt because that is the correction that they need, it should never be disrespectful and without love. That's a tough one. I'm going to kick your ego while I love you. I'm not kicking your ego because you bothered me and I hate you. If I am already at that place where I don't like you and I need to kick your ego so that I don't feel hurt, then I need to go meditate because I'm not in a calm situation where I am in a learning mode. If I'm not in a learning, listening mode, no slow conversation is even possible. And slow conversation is needed to make a situation go from place A to place B. So, and that's called ownership. A person who has ownership understands this, understands the investment they need to be calm enough to accept reality, calm enough to not have an agenda of hating someone or letting someone know, calm enough to say, I don't need to kick you to feel better. I don't need to do eye for an eye before I will talk sense to you. I don't need that. I first need us to understand each other. And then if we end up having an agreement, good. If we end up having respect because of it, good. If we end up agreeing to disagree until we can solve it, that's all good because all of those are better than where we currently are, where I'm in angst and you're in angst, where I'm perturbed and you are perturbed, perhaps. Or if I'm perturbed and you don't even know it, or you're perturbed and I don't even know it. Doesn't matter, right? Okay.